Hey guys, it's Haven, and today I'm going to be telling you how to become a better actor or actress. Um, the first thing that you should know is that I'm making this video mainly for my friend Laura Price, love you, um, and because she is a Victoria's Secret model, and she wants to be better at acting. So I'm going to help her and everybody else out with that. The first thing you should know about acting is that it's not as hard as it looks, or if you think it's like super duper easy, it's not that easy either. It's like you have to have a passion for it. It can't be something that you just jump out and say, oh, I'm just gonna do it, unless you're prodigy. But just make it natural. Don't push to be something you're not. Like, don't do a play that's like out of your boundary. um, Relax, let it come from your heart, not your mind. Think about what you're going to say before you say it. Um, like, remember your lines, but don't remember them as these are just words for me to read. Remember them as, um, the emotion that you're in, stuff like that. Um, One second. And always be yourself. Like, if you're like a really, really sweet kind of girl and you don't feel comfortable with playing an evil girl, make sure you tell the director of the play, music video, whatever it is that you're doing, that you don't feel comfortable with that part and see if there's anything else. But if you are comfortable with playing any part like I am, then that gives you a lot more opportunities to be in a lot more plays. I'm going to be reading a monologue today. It's it's from the play At the Bottom of Lake Missoula by Ed Monk. It's about a sophomore in college whose family was killed by a tornado 4 months prior to this monologue, and a classmate asked her if she needed help, and this was her response. I will be reading that. Not sure if it'll be like right now. I'm probably going to help explain acting more and give you some more pointers and stuff before I read it. And I would do a good version and a bad version, but I can't really do my bad version that well. Um, so I'll just like explain the bad version and read a good version and tell you why it's a good version and the difference and how you know the difference between the two. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and start explaining the bad version. A bad version of a monologue is where like you try way too hard, you overexpress yourself, you throw your emotions way too hard, and if you're pretending to cry, you like push it way too far, like you like squint your eyes, actually trying to make tears come out. Don't try to make tears come out. They'll come out if they're gonna come out. If you're good enough, they will. I'm not to the point yet where I can make myself cry. I can sound like I can, and the only thing you have to do for that is um, I used to have to think of something sad. I just don't have to do that anymore. But you just kind of like, for beginners, I would think of something sad and, um, act upon that. Like, imagine that really real. Don't overdo it where sorry about that, where you can't understand what you're saying. And you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be like that because that just sounds like really, really dumb. You just want to like give it just like a little bit and go on from there. Unless your character's just crying hysterically, that's when you would do it to where you can't understand. Um, Another thing that you should know is that when role playing, like improv, if you don't know, is just a fancy term of acting on will, like without a script, stuff like that. Like if you want to get better at acting, do improv with someone and have three people with you or more, three or more. Have some people or someone sit out and it be you and someone else, and have them call out topics, and then you work from there. Also work on your accents because the accents are really good. A lot of people like people with accents. Um, like, if you can't really do a British accent, I can't remember how I started mine, but I know, like, to be able to, like, do mine for a really good amount of time, I always have to start with, hello, governor, how are you today? And then I can just really go on from there. Um, I can do my country accent really good, And I really don't even have to start there. I just have to start my country accent. I'm not really good at any other accents. Like, I'm good with ghetto, but yeah. Um, well, I guess I'm gonna stop rambling and read the monologue so that you can hear a good example of a monologue. Oh, for those of you who don't know, a monologue is a speech that a character gives. It is either given directly to the audience to let the audience know the thoughts of the character, or it is just a long speech that a character gives to another, to herself, talking to herself, telling themselves that, encouragement, discouragement, stuff like that. It's normally about their feelings. So, and again, the monologue that I'm reading is from At the Bottom of Lake Missoula by Ed Monk. You want to help me? Okay, you can help me. My whole family was killed in a tornado 4 months ago. My mom, my dad, my brother and sister, and the baby, all dead. And I wasn't there because I needed some peace and quiet. I didn't want to spend an extra day with them. So here I am. I got all the money I'll ever need, and all I do is spend all day in stupid classes learning useless information. I don't know why I keep going on. I guess I'm hoping I can learn something to make sense of it. But there's nothing. It's all the same. It's junk and a bunch of noise. And I pray, and I don't know. I haven't thought of sleeping pills they gave me after it happened. And every night I can't get to sleep. And I sit there and think about taking the whole bottle. But that's a sin, isn't it? Isn't it? So I can't do that. I don't know what else to do. Okay, so that's an example of a good monologue. Um, you see, I had my emotion, I had my little anger in there, my self-loathing, my sympathy for myself because my family had just died, and I was also mad at myself because I could not because I would not stay with them for another day, and the day that I chose not to stay with them is the day they died. I was reading The Role of Pam. Uh, a good way to find monologues is just like if you can't like think of any, you can write one. They're really not that hard to write. Just pick a topic and just start writing. Make sure it's at least. Let's see how long this one is. 1, 2, 3. Make it at least like 12 to 25 lines. You don't want it to be too long, but again, you don't want it to be too short. Now, there can be short monologues, but the short ones are normally just like, oh yeah, I'm so gonna get hurt and stuff like that. You can't really have like all the emotion impact that you would normally have in one. Um, just again, make it natural. Don't try to force yourself. Stay within your boundaries. Thank you.